Hello, students. Hope you are all doing good. So, I'm with the second segment of the lesson. It's all about flying. So, the first section we just saw his first flight, and now we will be discussing about a prose, that is the black aeroplane. So, here we have a story of a pilot who had experienced something very strange. You believe in angels? Let me tell you a story about a pilot who just experienced something very strange in mid of his way. In the sense, the aeroplane was onto its flight. In the sky, was about to reach its destination. But what happened there? And what did pilot do? Did he hurt himself? Or any accidental thing has happened? We don't know. But I told you, do you believe in, and I have asked you a question that, do you believe in angels? Remember this. We will conclude this at the last. Let's begin up with the lesson. The moon was coming up in the east behind me, and the stars were shining in the clear sky above me. So the speaker of this lesson is pilot himself. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. So by this, we have to understand that it was a clear sky. And he was just feeling up that towards his east direction, the moon was coming with him. And behind him, the stars, which was shining in the clear sky. I was happy to be alone high up above the sleeping countryside. So he says that he will be very happy that to fly high in the sky. I was flying my old Dakota aeroplane over France back to England. So it has been taken off from France and it will be reaching up England. I was dreaming of my holiday and looking forward to being with my family. So he was expecting his vacation and spend some quality time with his family. I looked at my watch, 1:30 in the morning. So it's 1:30 of a time in the morning. So as we all know that it will be dark enough. And he's just flying up the flight, and he is in the flight called Dakota aeroplane that will be flying off from France to England. I should call Paris control soon. What happened? Why he want to call up the Paris control room? France capital city is Paris, where I thought, as I looked down the past of the nose of the aeroplane, I saw the lights of a big city in front of me. I switched on the radio and said, Paris control, Dakota DS, not 88 here. In the sense, he just introduced in which flight they are traveling and from which flight he is just conveying to them. Can you hear me? I'm on my way to England, over. The voice from the radio answered me immediately. So he just wanted to take some information and know something regarding. And what made him to call for the control room, Paris control room. And the voice from the radio, it conveys back and answered very immediately. DS not 88, I can hear you. You out to return 12 degrees west now. DS not 88, over. So they gave lots of information that they had to turn on to the 12 degree west towards the west. And what did he do? In the sense, it refers to the pilot. I checked the map and the compass, switched over to my second and the last fuel tank. In the sense, he had a map and a compass who has switched over to my second last fuel tank, in the sense he has leased up to an end of the petrol, that is a fuel, and turned the Dakota 12 degree west towards England. So as the instructions was given up by the Paris control room, so he did the same and turned the aeroplane towards 12 degree towards the west, which will be leading to the destination, that is England. I will be in time for breakfast, I thought. So he was thinking that he would be at home for the breakfast, a good big English breakfast. But what type of a breakfast he was expecting? A good English breakfast. Everything was going well. It was an easy flight. Yes, everything was smooth enough, and he took over the instructions from the control room, and he was expecting that he would reach home by the time of the breakfast, and he was expecting a particular, that is English breakfast too. Everything was going well. It was an easy flight. Paris was about 150 kilometers behind me, so he has passed over 150 kilometers of the Paris, which was behind him. When I saw the clouds, storm clouds. What kind of a clouds? Just make a quick note of it. It's a storm clouds. They were very huge. They looked like a black mountains standing in front of me across the sky. So they are just seeming as a black mountain, and this fellow is just standing in front of the black storm clouds and looking at it. So these things he is just imagining himself in the sky itself. I knew I could not fly up and over them, and I did not have enough fuel to fly around them to the north or south. And he cannot change his direction. He cannot fly over the clouds also, the storm clouds. Why? Because he don't have enough fuel. And he could not go around north to the south and come back again and follow up the same directions told by the Paris control room. He had no option. I ought to go back to Paris, I thought. So for a while he just thought that instead of going in the storms now, that's the storm clouds, he thought for a while to go back to Paris. But I wanted to get home. So all he wanted to go home. I wanted that breakfast, and he do not want to miss out the breakfast with his family. I will take the risk. Yes, for a moment, he just made a mind to go back, but he did not make a will to go. So he made something, a kind of a dare action, and he took a risk, I thought, and flew that old Dakota straight into the storm. So what he did is, very rushly, he just went inside, that is, through the storm clouds itself. Inside the clouds, the aeroplane in, everything was suddenly black. So everything went out dark. It was impossible to see anything outside the aeroplane. So it was impossible, and nothing was visible out of the aeroplane now. The old aeroplane jumped and twisted in the air. So a kind of an old aeroplane which he was riding off. It just twisted in the air. I looked at the compass. Yes, of course, being a pilot, he has to look very often to the compass and even the maps also. But I could not believe my eyes. So he could not believe his eyes. Why? What happened? That the compass was turning round and round and round. It was dead. So by this we have to understand that because of the twist of the aeroplane, for that strong air, the compass is totally dead. It would not work. The other instruments were suddenly dead too. So the other systems and the technologies which was there in the Dakota Not 88 aeroplane, that is a flight, nothing was working down, and all the instruments was dying off one on the other. I tried the radio. Again, he just tried to inform through the radio for the Paris control, but unfortunately he could not meet up and take up the connection. Paris control, can you hear me? There was no answer at all. The radio was dead too, so there was no compass, no maps, and the other systems in the aeroplane is totally dead, and the radio was also not working. What he does now? Will the aeroplane meet with an accident? Don't know. But what do the pilot does? And what did he do? What step he has taken out? And he has made a guts to move in through the black clouds, that is the storm clouds. But what happened now? Let's see. The radio was dead too. I had no radio, no compass, and I could not see where I was. He completely lost the direction and he was unaware that where he was, in which direction the aeroplane is moving now. I was lost in the storm, because he is lost in the storm. Then in the black clouds quite near me, so in the mid of the black clouds itself, very near to the aeroplane, I saw another aeroplane. So he saw another aeroplane, had no lights on its wing. So it's a very unique one which has no wings for it. But usually aeroplane has a wings. They have wings, right? Then. But I could see it's flying next to me through the storm. It has no lights on its wing, but still it's flying that he can see through the storm clouds itself. I could see the pilot's face turned towards me, and it was very clear that the pilot was clearly visible to him. He's talking about the other aeroplane where he is just seeing in mid of the black clouds. I was very glad to see another person. He lifted one hand and waved. Though he cannot come out and wish him, he just waved his hands inside the aeroplane. Each of them did it. Follow me, he was saying. So he just made a symbolic posture that to follow him up. Follow me. He knows that I am lost, I thought. So it was something like a kind of a life he has got and a kind of a way he has got to live in. And he thought that the other pilot is conveying that to follow him. And he knew already that he is lost. He's trying to help me. So this fellow is now thinking that the other pilot is trying to help him out, and he says, he turned his aeroplane slowly to the north in front of my Dakota so that it would be easier for me to follow him. So he turned very slowly towards the north direction, and which came in front of his own aeroplane so that he can be followed up the aeroplane where the other pilot was riding off, so that it would be easier for me to follow him. I was very happy to go behind the strange aeroplane like an obedient child. Yes, obedient student and obedient child will be following up the person who's really lovable and who will be just making us to protect from the danger. Completely trust that person and we agree and obey whatever they say. Same way, as obedient child, he just followed. After half an hour, the strange black aeroplane was still in front of me in the clouds. They just went on in the black storms itself. They are just moving and moving on, and after half an hour, and he still sees that a strange black aeroplane is moving in front of him in the clouds, in between the clouds itself. And now, what happens next? Yes, you remember, I have asked you a question. Do you believe in angels? Let's see. Who is an angel here? And what happens to the aeroplane? Now, there was only enough fuel in the old Dakota's last tank to fly for 5 or 10 minutes more. So it has a fuel which can fly for only 5 to 10 minutes, that's all. And after that, what happens? Don't know. Let's see. I was starting to feel frightened again. So the pilot, for a while, he just started to feel a kind of afraidness. But then he started to go down and I followed through the storm. So the other pilot who was just leading him, he just went down and this fellow was following very obediently. Suddenly, I came out of the clouds and saw two long straight lines of the lights in front of me. So suddenly he just came out of the clouds and the two straight lines, long straight lines, it resembles the runway in the sense now he has reached up the land, that is the runway of the airport. It was a runway, an airport. I was safe. He was so happy. And he was so surprised that he made successfully the flight to just get down from the storm clouds. I turned to look up for my friend in the black aeroplane, but the sky was empty. He made an attempt to search for the black aeroplane, and at least he had to convey his gratitude because he helped when he was in danger. Not only his life was in danger, but the other passengers too. Think about it. If he would have met with an accident, it would be a disaster. But it has not happened. The black aeroplane helped him to lead the way and he landed up safely. There was nothing there. So he searched on, but there was nothing. The black aeroplane was gone. So the black aeroplane is gone already. I could not see it anywhere. I landed and was not sorry to walk away from the old Dakota near the control tower. So he was still near the flight itself and he was not at all sorry to walk away from the old Dakota, and he was near the control tower itself. I went and asked a woman in the control center where I was and who the other pilot was. I wanted to say thank you. And he was just asking that is going inside the control room, controlling tower. He just asked a fellow, that is a girl, a lady, where I was, in which direction did I come in, and who's that other pilot who helped me, which is that black aeroplane. He just wanted to know and say thanks. She looked at me very strangely and then laughed. She was looking at him very strangely. Has he gone mad? Don't know. But her look was something which was meant of the same. And then she laughed. She started laughing. Why? Another aeroplane? What are you saying? Another aeroplane. But up there in the storm, no other aeroplanes were flying tonight. Another aeroplane? What are you saying? Up there in the storms, no other aeroplane was flying tonight except yours. Only your flight was met with a danger. Yours was the only one I could see on the radar. So she says that only your flight was flying off, and the radar which gives you the information, only your flight was flying off. What is the radar now? It is a system for detecting the presence of the direction, distance and the speed of the aircraft. So that will be sent to the control room with the help of radio waves. So helped me to arrive there safely without a compass or a radio and without any more fuel in my tank. So he just explained to that lady how he landed safely without a fuel, without any instruments and the technology which was there in the aeroplane, which was not at all working. But in spite of that also, he just landed safely. How? Who was the pilot on the strange black aeroplane flying in the storm without lights? He just gave an identity. But now the lady also, she doesn't know what is it and what kind of a aeroplane it was. But finally, The aeroplane helped him to land safely. You remember, I have asked you a question that, do you believe in angels? Yes. I was meant to say that because for the conclusion of the lesson, it goes like this. If you believe in God and ourselves, definitely one or the other way, He will be just helping us. The moral of the story, it goes like this. First of all, have confidence. Believe in yourself. Have faith in God. He may come and help in one or the other way. That's the reason I just took the name of angels. Yes, today, even today, miracles happen. But only thing is, we have to believe with a clear heart and a truthful heart. So this is up to your lesson, the black aeroplane. So hope you enjoyed and understood the lesson. So revise the lessons. I'll be meeting you up in my next video. So till by then, happy learning, children.